guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to review and demo and test the new e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Now I know it's not like brand new, but it's new to my collection. It is a first impression. So as you can see, it just looks so good already, and I do give it a 10 out of 10. This is a really good concealer. $6. I found it at Ulta, and I'm in the shade Light Beige. In the original concealer, I am in the shade Medium Sand, and in the new one, Hydrating, I am in the shade Light Beige. So I just want to show you guys up close. This is Medium Sand and this is Light Beige. You guys can see the difference in the shade. This is as close as I could get it to this one. This one's definitely lighter and brightening, and this one has more of a yellow olive undertone, which I don't mind because it looks amazing on without giving too much brightness. You can definitely see the difference in shade, but this one works wonders for me. It looks very dark on camera, but once I put it on, it didn't look too dark on the skin. This one is the original one. Very creamy and very full coverage, and this is the Hydrating. See, when you swatch it side by side, it does look about the same in texture and in coverage, and the shade is a little different, but you guys, I love both the shades. It depends on how you're feeling. Sometimes you want to go a little brighter, and sometimes you want like an everyday coverage, which is perfect. The shade isn't like drastically different, but I do love that this one has more of an olive undertone. I'm just going to read to you guys real quick before we jump into the application. I want to read to you guys what it says on the e.l.f. Cosmetics website. The e.l.f. Cosmetics website, it shows you the shade, which could be fair, light, medium, tan, deep, and rich, and the undertone, which is cool, neutral, and warm. I'm just going to go in here and see what my shade would be if I was ordering online. So I'm going to go with light, because I do like a little bit lighter, and I'm going to go with warm undertone, and I am in Light Beige, so that's pretty accurate. I matched myself at the store with Light Beige, so that works. So in the details it says, our camo concealer just got better, and it did. Our new lightweight full coverage formula doesn't flake and gives your skin a boost of hydration for a satin finish. Camouflage those pesky spots and under eye circles with high coverage, hydrating, and long wearing concealer. Yeah, it's definitely hydrating and it's definitely full coverage, which I love. They do have 25 shades in the hydrating concealer. The finish is satin, coverage is full. The doe foot size is large, which is perfect. It is for normal to dry skin. So if you guys are interested in watching me apply my concealer, super excited for this video because I'm very impressed with this product. So just keep on watching. This guy right here, I opened it already, so that's why the box is open. I was actually looking for it last week because I got a few requests to do a review on it, but I couldn't find my shade. And in the original one, I'm actually in the shade Medium Sand. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna show you guys the big difference because this is Medium Sand. Medium Sand in the hydrating one is way too peachy, and this one's a lot more brighter, and it has more of like a neutral undertone versus the Medium Sand in the hydrating one. So if you guys already use this one and you guys want to try out the hydrating one, don't get the same shade because it's totally different. So I try to find a shade closest to Medium Sand, and I picked up shade Light Beige. To moisturize, I did use my Fenty Beauty Rose Ceramide Cream, which is this guy right here. One of my favorite moisturizers. Really gets down into your skin and moisturizes it very well. So if you have dry skin, this guy is really good. I am planning on filming an updated skincare routine for you guys. For primer, I use my Professional Hydrating. It does a good job with smoothing out the skin, and it does not feel dry at all. It feels hydrating, but it's still kind of like the same texture as the original Professional, but I like it. So if you have dry skin, this one's a really good primer if you want like that smoothing effect without it feeling too dry. I do get very dry under eyes, and I have like fine lines, like hella fine lines under my eyes, but I really do like the original one. So we're gonna see how this one looks and feels. This one feels fine, a little bit dry sometimes, but other than that, it feels amazing under the eyes. So I'm gonna grab my mirror because I want to see up close. So again, the applicator is pretty big, which I love, and it's a good size of concealer. Alright guys, let's get into this application. Okay, so off the bat, the color is pretty good. It's not as bright as I would like it to be, but I like the yellow undertone in it. And it does look very creamy. It does blend out like the original one. It does feel a little bit more cooling, I guess you can say, to the skin. But that's how much concealer I normally put on. I feel like the coverage is pretty, not thick, but it's definitely feels creamier than the original one. Let's blend it out and see. e.l.f. like did a really good job with this concealer line because the coverage is incredible without it looking cakey. So if the original one does a really good job with coverage and without it looking cakey, I'm like super excited to see what this one will do. As I'm blending it out, my skin does look dewy, so that's a good thing. It does not look dry at all. Alright guys, so I blended out the concealer. I'm very impressed with how hydrating it looks, and I'm very impressed with the way that it kind of like smoothed out my fine lines. I have not said it yet. By this time, normally with any concealer, it would already be in my fine lines. Set this with my Maybelline Fit Me powder. Just set this, and this looks really good. Like, I only grab a little bit of powder and I let it melt on to my skin. I really like this one better than the original one just because of my dry under eyes, and with the powder, just it doesn't look dry. Look how smooth that looks. That's what we all want. Alright guys, so I just finished my whole makeup application, and I didn't set my face though, but I will set it with the Urban Decay All Nighter. How everything looks once everything's done. Like, my concealer looks so good. Like, Tarte Shape Tape was literally my top favorite concealer forever, but it is very drying, and I feel like I feel like it dries pretty quick. So if you do have dry patches and things like that, it's gonna like cling on. So that's why I always use an eye cream. I just want everyone to try these concealers. Like, this line is like amazing, and for $6, like, so far 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Love this guy. I'm very happy with it. I do love the original one, but you guys, this one is so much better for me because of my dry skin. And I just want to say thank you, e.l.f. Cosmetics, because you guys killed it with this concealer. Like, concealer is huge and very tricky to get right, but this one's amazing. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.